What up, Mercs? Welcome to a special episode of Mercs on the Mic. I'll be having a great conversation with a great artist. I'm not going to reveal too much. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and watch it. I'm going to let you guys enjoy it. But before we get into anything, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button because I got a lot of great content coming out, especially like this one. But let's jump into it. Let's run this intro. And yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoy. This is your boy J Pool. I'm outie. Enjoy. Peace.
Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me.
Hey, how's it going, Mercs? Welcome to another great episode of Mercs on the Mic. I got a special guest with me, one of the amazing artists that I always be running into at conventions. Kevin, how's it going, man?
It's going good. How's everything?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. I appreciate you taking the time
Oh, no,
jumping
thank
on
you
here.
for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you're one of the best artists that I've seen at conventions, and I was like, I got to have him on the show. Just get here, talk to him a bit, get to find out why he likes to draw and do art. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the questions. So first question I have for you is basically before you get a project started, what is your typical creative process when you're working on a comic or like a art or a piece? Like what is your step by step to get to the final product?
So, actually, good question. So, what I usually do is I usually get some paper and I write things down first. I
Mm-hmm.
think about different, I usually get I usually use models with movies and shows. So,
Mm-hmm.
recently I just got commissioned to do a Star Wars piece.
Oh,
So,
nice.
I was doing some research. So, I watched different scenes from different movies and I ended
Mm-hmm.
up using The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up watching some episodes and trying to jot notes here and there, deciding what kind of appearance I want to give them, what stance, who is going to be in it, what kind of background. So I kind of
Mm-hmm.
just put it all together and then wrote all my notes down. And then from there, I just start creating. I start doing the body. I start doing the anatomy, how I want him to be. Is he going to have the older suit or the newer suit with the new Beskar that he got from the first season? Is
Mm-hmm.
Roku going to be in it? So I ended up having both of them.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I usually that's my process. I write notes down and then from there, I
Do you you know how some artists do like the circles and the little lines and then do the outlines?
right. Yeah, I usually do like the start off a circle where the eye's gonna go, where the helmet's gonna go, and work down from there.
Yeah, because I know I've seen two different versions. I've seen artists that how you say you do the circles and then the lines and then start doing working on the outlines, and then some that just go straight into it and start drawing without having to do those circles and lines and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
there's a few
Which
artists I know that start that way, and they start off
mhm,
with the nose and eyes, and then expand out. And it's like,
mhm.
how do you do that? Yeah, that's
That's
talent right there, really.
yeah, I be thinking because there are some conventions when I walk to and I see the artist starting to draw and they're start doing that from the get go, and I'm like, I don't know how you do that and how you picture what you want to draw right on the paper.
Right.
That's
It just
crazy.
it's a whole thought process because I mean with so the style with like starting off with the circle and everything, you build it the way you want. And the
Hmm.
other one is like you already know what you're gonna do, so you're just expanding from the center and out. It's just
Yeah,
it's amazing how they do that.
yeah, that's crazy. And so, is there any specific comic book artists that inspired you to become an artist, and if which one it is, did you incorporate their style into your style, or do you take a little bit from different people?
So one artist I do follow, and I still follow him till this day, and I kind of take his techniques a bit, is David Finch. I
Mm.
love his way he inks, and his
Hmm.
sort of a little bit of a realism that he does with the ink is amazing. So there's a lot that he does because I'm mainly a penciler and inker.
Uh huh.
I rarely color. I hate to color, but I mean, coloring sometimes pays the bills, so
Yeah.
it's worth it. But with his style, I really enjoy like the details and the small details he adds into like faces and muscle mass and like his Bane that he did I think about a couple of years ago that's on YouTube. I
Hmm.
always watch that one because it's amazing just how he builds him to look so real on paper. It's like so he's one. Another one I have always followed was Alex Ross.
Okay.
I love his portraits and realism when he uses
Hmm.
gout. I tried it; it's so hard. He makes that look so easy, but one day I'll get to his level. But it's his style is amazing,
Yeah,
and
I met I don't know if you know who David Mack is?
yeah,
He's the one that does the artwork for Daredevil, the TV show.
right, yeah,
And I got to meet him at WonderCon, and I was just telling him his artwork is crazy because he uses like paint splatter, and then he creates like a perfect portrait and stuff like that. And I'm like, I
yeah,
don't know how you do that. And he was working on something, and you saw him do the splatters, and you saw like the creation of the face and everything starting to pop out. I was like, that's insane.
and he does it on the spot too. It's like I don't know, that might take
Exactly.
me a couple of weeks to do, but it's a couple splatters. But I mean, they've been doing it for years, so it's just their muscle memory on how they do their style. But I
Hmm.
mean, it takes a while to create your own style,
Yeah.
and I mean, people like it, people don't. But I mean, there's always those few that you get that are just eager to want more out of you. So that's what determines you to want to do more as an artist.
Yeah. And then I also pulled up have your stuff right here too, so just so people can peep them out. Because, like I said, you have some amazing artwork,
Oh,
and I definitely always every time I run into you at a convention or whatever, I make sure to try to get something from you at least. Because everybody knows I have my little famous sketchbook, and I like to get it filled all the time. So,
right. Which I mean, that's how we met.
hmm
Me and Kevin, we both drew in your book for Deadpool.
yeah, it's funny. My book was supposed to be just Deadpool, and then it ended up turning into whatever anybody wants.
Oh
Because
man,
it's hard. It starts getting harder for people. Like I'm like, hey, I just want Deadpool. You got the freedom to do however you want them. It's just Deadpool, and then you run into the art. Some artists that be like, no, I don't do Deadpool, or oh, I don't want to do Deadpool. So
right. I mean, you just
what?
try. That's all you got to do. I mean,
Yeah.
like I rarely draw Deadpool,
Hmm.
but when I saw the opportunity, I'm like, oh, you never see gray suited Deadpool, so I'm like, this is my opportunity.
For sure. Mm. So, like for you, what's the purpose or your goal trying to achieve with your work? Like, where do you see yourself, or where do you want to see yourself with your art?
I just want to expand more on my creativity and try to get the attentions of others.
Hmm.
Which right now I'm honestly in not on hold, but I'm waiting for a deal to break through soon because I got an opportunity to become a cover artist for an independent comic book.
Oh,
So
nice.
we're just waiting for the details to come out, and they're gonna let me know once that comes through. Then I'm gonna start working, and it's gonna become a San Diego Comic Con exclusive for them.
Oh,
So
wow.
I know for sure that's gonna be a trip to San Diego. So I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm ready to work, but other than that, I want to get to the point where I could become. I'm mainly a cover artist. I love
Hmm.
covers, and there
Hmm.
are a lot of collectors who just collect for covers. So
Yeah.
I'm one of those,
Mm.
horribly, but that's my study. That's my field of study. When I go to the comic book shop, I look at covers and like, what kind of
Hmm.
artist did this for a cover? How simple could it be? How more detailed could it be? But it's all based upon what you do for your own art and what catches people's attention. So I feel like my style, which I have many styles because I like to explore different mediums and different things here and there that I kind of take from other artists but convert it to my own.
Hmm.
And I just want to see what catches the attention and make something out of it.
So would you take, like, if they offered you to do like more than a cover? Like, for example, I know I have a friend. He works, like, he does art for Marvel,
Right.
and he tells me they send him a script of the
Hmm.
story, and he has to draw what the script is, so they
Right.
can put like the bubbles and all that. Would you ever consider doing something like that, or
I've been offered that a couple times, and me personally, I don't have the patience for that. But
understandable?
I am able to create the storyboard art of it to have the artist create like the different scenes and stuff. But to
Hmm.
create a whole inside of a book, no. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm more of a cover artist where I like to make the main page.
Hmm.
I feel like that's my calling for
I
this.
got you. Which is cool. I mean, there are, like you said, there's people in the comic book industry that literally all they like to do is covers and
Hmm.
covers. And some people have some amazing covers. Like you say, you like to collect covers. I do too, because I'm more of a digital reader for comics. I read on my phone, but I like to go out and go get all the hard to get variants covers.
Right, right.
So that's me personally.
Yeah,
So,
like I even tried to like right now I'm collecting all the Universal Monsters series.
oh
So
yeah.
the Mummy just came out. I got all the ones I wanted, but then
Hmm.
it's like, oh, now I gotta collect the next series and the next issue, and it's like, darn it. But to me, I enjoy it because I get to learn from other artists as well as I collect all these different variants.
For sure. So, what would you say is what's your favorite part of being an artist, and then what's your least favorite part of being an artist?
Favorite part is, and I know a lot of people probably laugh when they see this, but is communicating with people and getting to know people at shows.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of shows, I am a quiet, shy person. I
Uh-huh.
don't talk to anybody. I'm not a people person. Like, if you see me, no. But that's mainly like my close circle.
Mm-hmm.
But like people will see me from a show outside, I'll welcome them. I'm not gonna be a jerk or anything. Like I'm very welcoming when it comes to people who remember,
Mm-hmm.
or like if they catch my attention or I catch they catch me out about and yeah I'll say hi. I'll do whatever. I even like the one time actually at WonderCon I came across somebody that met me at Geeking Out, the first one I ever did, and I did a
Mm-hmm.
quick sketch for them right then and there. And I mean that was a good feeling. That's my favorite part of it. Like people remembering, they want more from you, and it's like it's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would say least is coloring.
Coloring.
But I
Oh.
mean, people say I have some type of eye for coloring. I'm like, I don't see it, but I try. Mainly coloring I do is digital. If
Mm-hmm.
not, I try doing it by hand. If it is by hand, it's watercolor.
So do you? That's the other question, because I'm always curious. Do you prefer doing it on paper, or do you prefer doing it on like an iPad or iPod or whatever, or
I'm
digital sketch?
I'm old school. I guys have that pencil paper feel.
Because I know some people hate paper, and they have like a whole glove, and they have the perfect pencil or whatever it's called for the iPad.
Yeah, I mean, for a while I was so against digital, and especially with the whole AI coming out, it's like, no, I'm not trying to
Hmm.
fall into that AI because a lot of artists use AI, and it's like that's taken away from us and our the whole point of being an artist. But I gave in, ended up getting an iPad,
Uh huh.
and figured out that digital art is like so convenient. You don't have to waste money on paper, on supplies. But in
Hmm.
the end, I still buy. Like today, I just bought a lot of supplies and paper. So I'm like, in the
Hmm.
end, I end up going back to paper pencil. But digital helps in a way to like take away from throwing away a lot of my supplies. So
Hmm.
digital comes in handy when it comes to that. Especially
Yeah.
like this piece right here, my Red Hood. Oh
Uh
my
huh.
god, I probably went through a whole thing of paper if I would have done it by hand.
So this one is digital.
This is digital.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I
one
mean,
took me about 5 days.
mhm. So like for example, for this one, do you do it was digital with the coloring, right?
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
digital. And
Mm, that's cool. Cause
I
I'm a,
mean,
we have like a couple. I'm having like a slideshow of your stuff, and I'm like, some of them are not all of it is sick, especially like the geeky. Like, do you do the flyers for geeking out also?
so I so when I first did the show, their first show,
Mm-hmm.
I was just introduced to the guy who was running it,
Mm-hmm.
and then later I approached him. I asked him, "Hey, would you mind if I can make a poster for the next Geeking Out?" His name is
Mm-hmm.
Mike. He owns a Toy Depot and he runs Geeking Out.
Yeah.
And I told him I got an idea that'll be pretty cool for the shop and it'll be pretty cool for the show. And he's like, "Yeah, do what you do." So then I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So I was looking up different artist styles and stuff. So I'll just pretty much do my research on how like a good poster would be. I was even looking at concert posters,
Mm-hmm.
like from like the 70s and 80s. I'm just looking around. But then I
Yeah.
came across one artist. His name was Jason. I know his last name starts with an M, but I can't remember his last name. But he is brand new. He just signed with Marvel, I want to say last year. And
Mm-hmm.
he does something similar to like how I made this Geeking Out one,
Uh-huh.
where it says like Thwip. He has a Spider-Man, Wolverine,
Mm-hmm.
and another one I can't remember, but it says like Spider-Man's is Thwip, and I want to say Wolverine's is like R, but it's like written in stone,
Okay.
and they're like either on it or like breaking it. So then I'm like, that'll be a cool concept of like, because I'm mainly drawing Spider-Man a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what if I get Geeking Out as like a headstone type of font and him breaking through it, which is how I created this one.
That reminds me of that I think it's Todd McFarlane cover of Hulk where he's smashing through
Yeah,
the Hulk. Yeah,
the whole
that's
and just it's all
mhm,
built in. So that was
mhm.
another one that helped me with that one too. So I took an idea from McFarlane as well for this piece.
Mhm.
And once I made this, I sent it to him. He's like, "Bro, you gotta make it." And then I was like, "Okay, cool. Do you like it as is?" Trying to steer away from the coloring. And he
Uh-huh.
was, "Oh, can you color?" I'm like,
You're like, dang it.
"But
That's funny.
honestly, I didn't end up coloring it. This one ended up saying inked.
Mhm.
The only one that ended up being color was the Lionel poster.
Oh, the one that they just used for the
Yeah,
last convention. Gotcha.
yeah, that one, because I know they gave out to the first 10 people in line the poster,
Oh,
but
nice.
then I didn't show up. But it was like, nah, still give it as a giveaway. People will
Mhm.
still enjoy it. And so this
Are
was
you?
honestly the main one. This was supposed to be it.
Oh
But
yeah.
when he announced that guy that voiced Lionel, so I'm like, let me change it and make it more like, okay, people will get this and they'll get it signed by him.
Yeah.
But then all that stuff happened, and I was like, okay,
Are
still
you
works.
gonna? Are you doing it for the one coming up? The artwork or?
Yes, I'm actually using the same one since I have quite a few left over,
Mhm.
but I am going to make an exclusive print soon because I just started getting to doing watercolor on the iPad.
Okay.
So I just created my own version of Doctor Freeze or Mister Freeze, however
Mhm.
wants to interpret it. But
Mhm.
I just oh, I just made, like I said, I made my version, so I want to release it there.
Gotcha.
So
Well,
that'll be a limited edition print at Geeking Out.
that's cool. So if you're at Geeky Now, make sure you stop and get that
All
because
right.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be sick. So let's say somebody's trying to get into or trying to become an artist or trying to get into the industry you're working in. What advice would you give to an aspiring artist?
I would say when I first started, I did not know what I was getting myself into.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize the competition that was coming. All I can say is that if you're new coming into this industry, have fun. You literally just have to have fun with it. It's overwhelming at times, but never let that discourage you. You will get a lot of no's, but a lot of
Mm-hmm.
no's turn into a yes. And a lot of doors open for you, even at the littlest shows that you can't even go to or even vend at. It could be in the street, it could be in a basketball court, it could be anywhere. You never know who will show up.
Yeah.
And yeah, that would be my advice. Really, just you never know what can come. As long as you try your best, give the best to your ability, and never let anyone discourage you until you know that you can't not do it.
That's cool. So, last question I have for you: if you could collaborate with any artist, either living or dead, who would it be?
That's easy. No, not really, because there's a few. But the one I would love to collaborate with would be probably Romita Senior.
Yeah.
Him. I wish he was like my mentor or something, but
Mm-hmm.
just his style of Spider-Man has always caught my eye. But I would just love to collaborate a Spider-Man with him.
Would you want to do the actual drawing or the ink, or vice versa? Him do the ink for you?
I would do the ink for him and him do the sketch.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of people say inking is tracing, but they don't know.
It's not. I've tried it before, and it's not easy.
It.
Especially if you don't do it exactly how the artist wants it,
Mhm.
you're gonna hear it from them like, "Yo, this is not what I envisioned. You messed it up. Now we got to do it all over again."
Exactly. There's more pressure on you as an inker than the sketch artist. So,
Yeah, because once it's inked, it's can't take it off.
oh no, that is you have so much pressure on yourself. You don't know what to do, and you better do it correctly, or you're done. So,
Yeah, because I remember I was at WonderCon at the Todd McFarlane panel, and he was talking about when he would do his drawings and he would send it to the inker, and the inker would always mess it up. And he told Marvel that either I'm quitting or you guys let me do my ink by myself. And they're like, "Oh, we can't lose Todd McFarlane," so they told him he can do his own ink.
really, I did
Yeah.
not I did not know that one.
Yeah, he said that he would draw the lines one direction, and then the inker would do it the whole other complete direction. And he really like, what the heck? What's the purpose of me drawing if you're going to do the total opposite of what I'm doing? So
Right.
I thought that was an interesting story he was sharing.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you have any shows coming up? Are you going to be at anything?
Um, as of now, I was actually supposed to be at GalaxyCon Oklahoma City next month, but I had
Mm-hmm.
to cancel that due to current events that are happening over there. So
Yeah.
I pulled myself out of there. And after that, I'm trying to get into Amazing Con in Vegas. That may be my next one, but it's
Okay.
still in the works. And after that, I have what's July, August. I have Geeking Out in August,
Yeah.
and I know I have something else, but I can't think about it.
Are you you didn't try to get into which one are those coming up? Comic Con Revolution in Ontario.
I applied for it, but I never got back to them. I was more wanting to attend,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I've done a show out there in Ontario at the Ontario Convention Center. It's a lot going back and forth and vending.
Yeah.
It takes a toll sometimes, but that's why I try to do less shows and a
Mhm.
little bit more local. But yeah, even Ontario, like doing a show there, it kind of takes a toll on you. But I mean, I just try to take shows here and there Because last
Mm-hmm.
year I swamped myself all year with shows. I literally had like a show or two a month.
Mm-hmm.
And the furthest one I went to was Phoenix,
Oh
and that
wow.
one was a lot.
Yeah, I know
But
that's how I feel about the other Kevin. I feel like I go to a convention, he's always there.
that boy travels.
Yeah.
He travels. Him and was it Phil, Xander, Jevin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're all traveling together. Trying to catch up with them, but I'm just like, ugh. I'm a little older than you guys, but trying to make it work.
Yeah. So, well, Kev, I appreciate you joining on the show. I'm glad we got to talk a little bit about how you got into it and everything like that, and show people off your work. Because, like I said, your work is amazing, and I love it. And as you can see, I have your artwork on my walls on the
Oh, I
back.
see it now.
Yeah,
It fits perfectly there.
yeah, right next to my Deadpool's.
Well, if
So,
you have time, real quick, I actually have the Star Wars piece right here. If you want to see
oh
it,
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Let me make you real big.
it's just a pencil right now, but
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
That's sick. I definitely got to see it when you're done inking it and all that.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna ink it today. I try to do my inking during like on Twitch or Kick. I'm usually on Twitch or Kick when I do my art, but I always forget and I just get too into doing it. I'm like, oh man, I should have just done this. But yeah, that was the one I was talking about in the beginning that I started
Mm-hmm.
my process. And it's crazy because when last time I told somebody that I would literally watch movies,
Mm-hmm.
the inspiration and scenes, and they're like, "Why would you do that?" It's the same thing with looking up a photo. But
No. Like you said, everybody has their own process.
yeah,
So well, that's what works for you. So
yeah, it's been working good so far.
so let's say anybody wants to reach you or wants to see your work or anything like that. What are places they can reach you at?
So my main one's Instagram, and my title's right here. So you can look me up there. You can look me up on. So that's my Twitch, my Kick, Instagram, my what's that new one? Blue Butterfly. That's like the new Twitter for artists.
Oh, I never heard of that. For real?
Yeah, yeah. When what was it? I think when Elon Musk took over, well, X now,
Uh
and
huh.
started like making changes to it. A bunch of artists just deleted their X and then went to this new one, and it's mainly just artists.
What's it called again?
Let me see. It was I forgot it. Blue Sky. There you go.
Blue Sky. I may
Yeah,
have to check that out. That's pretty cool.
yeah. It's mainly just artists, but it's also like it's everybody, like cartoonists, comic artists, newspaper comics. It's like
Mm-hmm.
everyone you can think of is in there.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
it's still growing, but I mean, once I saw them, like, let me get into this.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the main ones that I'm on. So if anyone
Yeah.
wants to reach me there, just hit me up. I'm available all the time. I may not get back to you as quick as I can, but I do get back to people.
Yeah. But again, Kev, I appreciate you joining me. Again, everybody, make sure you guys check him out. Instagram handle is right there under his name. And then I'm also going to put all his links down below in the description so you guys can go ahead and check him out. But this is your boy Jay Pool. I appreciate you guys watching. Kevin, thank you again for joining me.
Well, thank
This is the
you.
Merc on the mic. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out, everybody.
There, guys.
Just